Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I am super excited to show you this perfect Halloween party cake idea. Now, some of you might have seen my donut cake video. This is a Halloween version of that. It is my gory, worm-infested, bloody Halloween donut cake, and everyone is going to love it. What's more, it is super fun to make, and these are the ingredients you need to make it. Okay guys, so start off by preheating your oven to 160 degrees Celsius. The ingredients you're going to need are softened butter, red and black food gel, yogurt, eggs, white chocolate melts, liquid red food dye and corn syrup, which we're going to use for our blood, thickened cream, vanilla extract, milk, sugar, flour and baking powder. And I'm going to show you guys how to make these gummy worms as well. And you're also going to need oil. You can grab the full recipe on my website, thescranline.com, or I'll leave a link in the description down below for you guys. We're going to start off by making the gummy worms. The ingredients you're going to need for those are some straws, which I've tied with elastic band and I've put in a tall cup. Now, if you have a taller cup, you'll get longer worms, but these worms are going to be about halfway up the straws. You're going to need a cup of boiling water, another cup of boiling water, a little bit of cream, some powdered gelatin, some raspberry jello, and some red food dye. So to get started, we're going to make our red jello. So follow the manufacturer's instructions on the back of the box to make your jello and just mix it up well. So we're going to pour a little bit of that into our straws. So try and get it in all of the straws. And we want to fill it up just under halfway. Next, we're going to move on to making the creamy part of our gummy worms. So pop your powdered gelatin into your boiling water and give it a good stir. Next, you're going to add a little bit of your cream and some red food dye and give that a good stir as well. Pour that into your straws and fill it up just under the top of your cup. If you fill it up any more than that, it will just spill over, so don't be tempted like I was the first time I made these. So we're going to pop these into the fridge for about 3 hours. Overnight is best, and then to squeeze them out, you simply just grab one end of the straw and use your other hand to squeeze the gummy worms out. So to make our edible blood, we are going to mix our syrup and our liquid food dye together and mix those really well. And we'll move on to making our chocolate ganache. To make that, simply pop your white chocolate and your cream into a microwave safe bowl. Microwave for 20 seconds at a time, stirring each time until it's nice and smooth. Add a couple drops of your red food dye, or as much as it needs to get nice and red, and cover it with plastic wrap and set it aside. To make our cake donuts, you can start off by popping all of your dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Using the paddle attachment, we're going to mix on low speed just to get everything mixed in well together. Next, you can add your softened butter and mix that on low until it reaches a sand-like texture. While that's mixing, we're going to mix all of our wet ingredients together. So pop your milk into a large jug, your oil, eggs, yogurt, and your vanilla extract, and whisk it up well. Pour your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients in a slow and steady stream until there's no dry ingredients showing. Stop the mixer, scrape down, and mix for a final 20 seconds. Next, we're going to add about 4 to 5 drops of our black food dye. So I'm using AmeriColor Super Black, and mix it. Now, you want to make sure that you scrape down the bowl because you can see there's a little bit of white that hasn't been quite mixed in by the paddle. So make sure everything is colored evenly. Spray your donut tray well with some oil spray And I'm using a small ice cream scoop to scoop my batter into my donut tray. Now your small ice cream scoop is equivalent to about 2 teaspoons of batter. Once you've filled up your donut tray, give it a gentle tap, pop them in the oven for 20 minutes or until the skewer comes out clean, and pop them on a cooling rack to cool down completely. Once your donuts have cooled down completely, you're ready to assemble your gory bloodlust cake together. You're going to dip each donut into your chocolate ganache about halfway, let a little bit of the excess drip off, and pop it onto your prepared cake tray. Now you can use a baking tray for this, you can use a plate, it's really up to you, just make sure it's a flat surface. So I'm using 6 donuts on each level and we're going to have 4 levels of cake. Now I've just popped a jar in the center to help my cake come out nice and round. It doesn't matter if you don't have a jar, just keep an eye on the shape of your cake as you're putting it together. Once you've got your cake assembled, you can drip a little bit of that edible blood on top, pop your gummy worms all over your cake, and this bit is optional. You can put some blood syringes on top of your cake to give it that extra bloody effect. And that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so that was my worm infested bloody donut Halloween cake. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit the like button. It lets me know that you guys are watching and that you love these videos. The recipe is going to be on my website, or I'll leave a link in the description down below for you guys to follow. Subscribe button is up there. My last video is over there for you guys to check out, so click on that for more deliciousness. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Scran Line.